Okay, this is gonna be a relatively different video from my normal videos, so let's get started. This is a Nintendo 64, or N64 for short. And this is Super Mario 64 for the N64. Very cool. Now, this video is gonna be centered around me somehow taking this apart. That way I can be able to play more games. And this is where it gets a little bit interesting. This is Super Mario 64, but it's the American version. Now, lo and behold, what I have here is... Focus, darn it. What I have here is the Japanese version of Super Mario 64. Now, here's the catch. The way the N64 was designed was so it could only play American games. Meaning, this is an American N64. So it can only play American games. But it cannot play Japanese games. Now, how do they do this? The way they do it is by this. Now, looking inside the console, if you look at the corner, like right there where my finger is, you can see that little plastic niblet right there. And they're on each side of the system. I think you can see it, there it is, right there. So the way that is it's supposed to coincide with the way the cartridges were made. Example. Now, if you pay attention to the bottom of the cartridge, you see there's these two little indents on the American version. But if you take the Japanese version, you notice that the indents are a little different. Why are they different? Well, first, here's a little comparison. There's two indents right here on the American version, and there are two indents around, not towards the edge, but a little more towards the center. Now, about those plastic tabs. You notice that the plastic tabs are only by the side, and that kind of looks a little bit similar to this American cartridge. So what happens when I put an American cartridge into an American 64? It fits. It's not too wiggly and it doesn't fall out. And that's supposed to happen, yeah. But notice, there are no indents on the corner of the Japanese cartridge. So when you try to put a Japanese cartridge into an American N64, this happens. What's that sound? So look, it's really wiggly and it can fall out if you turn it upside down. It's because it isn't into the card slot. Why does this happen? It's because of the plastic indents. Those plastic indents are what make it region locked. So this video is going to be centered around getting around that region lock. That way I can play the Japanese version on an American N64. Yeah. Knock knock, who's there? It's a package. What's inside the package? It's a screwdriver. What's the screwdriver for? It's for opening up the N64. Because the way that Nintendo designed their N64, they made these little special screws that don't work with like ordinary screwdrivers because like they're too big and they're too small or whatnot. But the reason why they made these little special screwdrivers is so the people don't get inside the system and they don't like, Nintendo doesn't want the people to find out all the secrets that make their games look extra super powerful and amazing like Mario. This is boring, hold on. Okay, something I forgot to mention is before you start taking apart your N64, you need to take out this little sucker right here, the memory expansion thing. And really, you just like take the tab and just lift it up a little more, and it's out. Okay, so all 6 screws are taken out. I'd rather not do that. So when you unscrew the 2 screws from right here, okay, well, there are 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, when you take out the screws from these, the little foot pads come off. So you need to take off the foot pads. What in the world? Okay, it was just stuck. So once you take off the 2 foot pads, the N64 can be taken apart. Let's take it apart. Whoa. This is the brains of everything. We don't need to touch anything in here. Man, is it mighty dusty. Oh, that's cool. You can see like the little switches and the reset button. But we're not going to pay attention to this. Instead, we are going to pay attention to this part. Now, this is where the little piece of plastic is, and there are two little screws holding it together. So, it's too small. Alright, let me unscrew this. Okay, so once these two screws are unscrewed, and they come out, whoopsies, this little plastic sucker comes off, and this is all you need to do. Shoot. Okay, and also, when you're taking apart your N64, try not to mess with this little thing at the top because they are spring-loaded, and if you get the springs out, it will be a pain in the biscuit to put back together. Let's put this aside. So this is the main focus. Remember how I mentioned those plastic little tabs? Well, these are the plastic little tabs. So what I need to do is basically cut these out and then put everything back together, and then I can play my Japanese Mario. So now let's find out how to... Yeah. Now in the meantime, I'm here to show you Toby. Hi, Toby. Come here, Toby. This is Toby. He is a Chihuahua, and he is about 1.5 years old. Hi, Toby. Probably seen him in some of my other videos, but I haven't really shown him on camera, so... Yeah, you're coming here to see a video about an N64, but instead, you're seeing Toby. So, hi, Toby. Bye, Toby. Very funny. Okay, so while we're in the process of sawing out those little tabs, I want to show you how... the thing actually works. So when you... Is this the right way? No, it's not. So this is usually the front of the N64. So whenever you try to... Oh man, I am stupid. This is the wrong way. This is the front of the N64. So when you put the American cartridge in, it fits. Because you have this thingy right there so it can like go into the system. But notice the little plastic nubs at the bottom. See how it coincides with each other? Yes, science rules. So when you take the Japanese one, the indents are incorrect and it does not work. Yeah, science rules. Okay, so one niblet is gone, and the way I used it was with a, what's it called?
A handsaw.
A handsaw? And after, so what I did was like, I sawed half of it on one side. So I just sawed it on one side and sawed it on the other, and then I used the pliers just to bend it out. So this is what the piece looks like. Cool. So now we gotta do the second one. Okay, so we sawed the other part open. Not open, but like almost all. So you can see that the lines are right there from what we sawed it with. So this time I want to actually show what happens when you try to take the little niblet out. Get a good grip. Yeah, just grip this part. No, I had this part. So like that. I don't know. And we take it out. No. Get it. And there it is. So now we have the... Where's the other niblet? Whoopsies. So the two niblets are gone. And now all we have to do is put it back together. So it can still play American ones, duh. But I can now fit the Japanese cartridge in because there is nothing to block the cartridge from... Yeah, so let's put this sucker back together. If I remember, this is the top half. I don't remember how it's supposed to be put in. Okay, so the thing is put in place, and now we can observe. American cartridge, it fits. Japanese cartridge, it fits. Oh man, this is gonna be exciting once I put it back together. Now, remember, foot pads exist, so I gotta put those suckers in. Hi, Max. So we put these in. Okay. And we screw them in. with the special screwdriver because Nintendo does not want us to go into their super cool consoles, but joke's on you, I went into the console. I think that's as high as it can go. I don't want to make it too tight because I'm just going to break it. Trying to make sure that the foot pad is secure. Okay, and now we need one more. Let's do the last screw. The last screw. And we're done tearing apart the N64, but no, we're not. Okay. I think it's secure. No! We need to secure it even more. Ah, whatever, hold on. Okay, now, the screws are put in, safe and solid, N64. Now, one more thing is the expansion pack for those who want to play Donkey Kong or Majora's Mask. Now, it is ready. Let's double check. Now, before, I could fit American Mario 64 in here, no problem. But before, I could not fit Japanese Mario in here, but now, I can. So, let's hook it up to the TV and let's see if this actually works. Okay, so I got it hooked up, it's all ready. Now, just to test it out, I'm gonna put in an American Mario. And it works, yeah. Mario. So, this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna put it. Yeah. This is gonna be the first time I'm gonna put Japanese Mario to the test. Mario. Ooh, it works. Oh, it works. Look at that. Japanese letters and all. It works. Hooray. Yeah, that's it. So, I'm playing Japanese Mario on an American N64. That's super cool. Cool. Well, I don't know. I guess that's it. Yeah. Remember to drink water, and there's Max. I guess that's it.